All right, guys, I am back. So it took me just a minute because I had to boot some spammers out out of the stream. They seem to take a liking to my sister out there. So anyway, we did get them out of the picture. So we do have a new had to boot some spammers out. We Hi, Derek. Hey, Audra. Glad to see you guys. So we've been live streaming now for about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, on our TorqueOn page. And so now I am inviting all of you guys into our live stream. And again, we've been live now for the last 2.5 hours. So I want to welcome you guys into our live stream right now. And we have this line of intense thunderstorms that are slowly making their way across the state line. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning that is actually going to include the northwest corner of Cass County, Jackson County, so Smithville as well, a very strong cell moving through there. Let's start with that one. Southwestern Clinton County and northwestern Missouri, northern Clay County, east central Platte County. 60-mile-per-hour winds and 1-inch hail. Now, there's a fairly large one here for 60-mile-an-hour wind gust. This is going to be for Wyandotte, Miami, Johnson County, northwestern Cass, central Clay, southwestern Ray, southeastern Platte, and Jackson County. So, looked like we got a line of severe storms near Parkville to near Overland Park to near Wellsville, moving northeast at 60. These things are really starting to pick up the speed, and that is one of the reasons why they are producing some of these stronger wind gusts out ahead of it. We also have some thunderstorms that are now popping up out ahead of this line. And looks like Lynn County, Kansas, Bates, Cass County as well. So we're going to be keeping a very close eye on these little discrete small cells out ahead of the line for any strengthening. So what we've gone over the last 2.5 hours, and I'll get to all the comments here in just a couple moments. What we have gone over is this line has not been really too impressive out in east central Kansas up to northwest Missouri. We've had one tornado warning so far, and that's been near Atchison counties. No confirmation of any damage or anything like that as of that's been actually called in so far. But what we are expecting is here over the next couple hours, we're going to see a plume of very moist, rich southern air that's going to be pumping into west central Missouri, and this line of storms will likely continue to strengthen as it comes into west central Missouri. Now, by the time it gets out to central Missouri, it will likely start to weaken as it approaches down into southeast Missouri. But strong straight line winds are going to be our number one threat. Maybe a couple of reports of large hail up to quarters, and then we are going to be watching very closely for the potential to see a couple of spin up tornadoes along the leading edge of this quasi-linear complex system. That's just a big fancy word, meaning a long line of thunderstorms that has a lot of wind shear with it. So we'll be watching that very closely. Now let me kind of back up here on chat. And again, thank you guys for joining. We've been live for the last 2.5 hours over on our West Central Missouri advisory page for Torcon Southern Plains, watching this line of storms move into eastern Kansas and then slow approach into West Central Missouri. Hi, Charlie. Rhonda. Tanya. Matthew. MH. It's been a while, hasn't it? Josh Allen. Angie from Windsor. Tim Worley. What's going on, buddy? Hi, Amanda. Hi, Elizabeth. Boy, we got a bunch of people came in. Sarah from Calhoun. Hi to Wifey, Levi, Debbie, or Levy. That's Levy Schrock from Nader Boys. What's up, big boy? Kind of going down through all these names. Everybody's in here. Hey, you bet, Lindy. Thank you so much for the kind words. Wow, that was quick. We jumped up to 100 messages, nothing flat. Okay, guys. So again, what we're doing tonight is we are going to be watching this strong line of thunderstorms make its slow approach into West Central Missouri. We're going to be watching for any cells that should happen to form out ahead of this line, as well for any strengthening. As this line gets closer to the state line, we could see this line of storms intensify a little bit. So I am expecting the National Weather Service and Storm Prediction Center to issue likely a severe thunderstorm watch for the rest of West Central Missouri. Probably here in the next, I would say within the next 45 minutes. Actually, they just have a new mesoscale discussion. Let's see. Okay, so this is what they're saying. We need to watch this area very closely in here, guys. From Cameron, Plattsburgh, Kearney, Liberty, Gladstone, Kansas City, Overland Park, Wyandotte County, Olathe, and Gardner. So, this line is beginning to bow out. We're starting to see some very intense winds being ushered into this line of storms. We need to watch this very closely for the possibility of a spin-up, quasi-linear complex tornadoes. Most of the time, they're on the weaker side. They don't last very long. But now we're kind of getting into the nitty-gritty right now, guys. This is we're going to have to be paying close attention to this area right here from Kearney, Liberty, down to Kansas City, Overland Park, Olathe, all the way down to Ottawa as this line moves in over onto the Missouri side for a actually, it's kind of increasing the possibility of seeing a couple of spin-up tornadoes along this line. So we're going to have to watch this very closely. I am going to go ahead and split my screen so that I can see some velocities. Pleasant Hill National Weather Service has had some issues tonight with their velocity radar. There is an area of stable air just above the radar site that is wreaking havoc on their velocity radar. So we may be handicapped just a little bit as far as seeing those little vortices along the leading edge of this line, but we'll do our best tonight. So currently right now we do not have a tornado possible tag on either one of these severe thunderstorm warnings as of yet. So if you guys remember, we talked about that. We talked about it here last hour during the live stream, but that's been a big issue with the National Weather Service on how to handle these quasi-linear complex systems, these line of storms. Sometimes, if you guys remember back in May, we had a line of storms coming into Bates County and Cass County that had 6 little vortices in there. Now, the National Weather Service wants to know, do we issue a tornado warning for each one of those, or do we keep it as a severe thunderstorm warning with a tornado possible tag? How should they handle it? And that question was brought up for discussion last week during my training at the National Weather Service training facility in North Kansas City. So that is something that we're going to be watching tonight as this line continues to move into west central Missouri. Rick Motley. Timeline for Ballard. You bet. We'll do a timeline on this here just a moment. Hi, Melissa. Man, it's good to see you guys. It's been a while. I don't like to meet under these circumstances, but it's good to talk to y'all. Hi, Jeff. Matt Wareham, my man, good evening again. He was in our first live stream. So again, I'm planning on staying with you guys. We've been live now for about 2 hours and 45 minutes. I'm planning on staying with you guys through the entire duration. I just got done with a little bit of a break, let the dog out, filled up my my coffee and bottled water, so we're ready to go. We are ready to go for tonight. Check on Warsaw. You bet, Jocelyn. We're gonna do a timeline into West Central Missouri here just momentarily. Just want to give a shout out to everybody joining. Hi, Cody. Fayetta from Leavenworth. Appleton City, Garden City, Clinton. Tom, praying for protection in Jesus' name, amen. I'll double that, Tom. Smithton, hi Kayla. I knew you'd be on here. All right, guys. So, yep, we'll do Lee Summit as well. Let's take a look here real quick. So these storms are really starting to pick up in speed. We were looking at mainly 30. Man, that one's going. We're going to have some strong winds out ahead of this one. This will likely be our next severe thunderstorm warning down here by Garnett, Princeton. 40, and that one is going 36. We'll take about a 38 mile an hour east northeast. All right, let me put this on one screen here so you guys can see it a little better. We'll just do a storm track on this. This is going to be kind of funky here. Kind of pick the right way here. We'll go 38 miles per hour average. Okay, so we got Overland Park 756, Grandview 806, Lee Summit 818 is anticipated time when that line of storms will reach Lee Summit. Independence 827, Blue Springs 829, Green Valley 834. Oak Grove 840, Bates City 846, Odessa 854. Let's go Carrollton 944. Now this is gonna be pretty much where this intense line of storms right here is going to be moving across. Now, this will likely not affect west central Missouri, maybe the northern part of Cass and Johnson County, possibly. We're going to be waiting on this particular cell, and I'll show you why. I'm going to put this in motion over the last 21 frames. And you notice the individual cells are kind of moving north-northeast, but the whole line is kind of starting to sag to the southeast. So it's a little tricky on the timeline on these things, but I'll go ahead and stop that. And let's put this down through here. All right, so the main part of the line, this is just kind of a guesstimate because the speed of this line is going to fluctuate some. But we're looking at Uniontown at 825, Fort Scott 847, Lacine 854, Rich Hill 913, Lewisburg 919, Archie 929, Peculiar 938, El Dorado Springs 941, Appleton City 942, Garden City 944, Belton 943, Montrose 947, Creighton 949, Urick 953, Lee Summit 958, Deepwater 1003, Lowry City 1005, Clinton 1007, Oak Grove 1018, Warrensburg 1027, Windsor 1031, Whiteman Air Force Base 1037, Lincoln 1042, Colcamp 1054, Smithton 1109, Sedalia 11 o'clock. So that kind of gives you guys an idea of the timing. Now, again, this is going to fluctuate just a little bit, but it gives you a good idea of about the time frame. We have another tornado warning, but this is going to be up in Iowa, covering Oskaloosa. So we do have an extension of a severe thunderstorm warning for 60-mile-per-hour winds, and man, it's a big one. This is going to be for southern Davie, southeastern Grundy, eastern Clinton, eastern Clay, Ray County, Carroll County, Caldwell County, northern Lafayette, southeastern DeKalb, northeastern Jackson, and Livingston County in north central Missouri. So this is going to include Chillicothe, Chula, Angie. If you're watching, this includes you as well up there in Chula, Missouri. And 60-mile-per-hour winds. There could be a couple hail reports along that leading edge of that line. Hi, Mike. Haven, over in Warrensburg, that's just a little kind of a pop-up thunder shower. I am watching this cell that is just south of Odessa over Lake Lafayette. This is just north of 50 Highway. Also another one near Wellington on its way to Lexington. So a couple strong storms there. Watch them very closely. They are out ahead of this line of storms. So watch them very, very closely. So Mike Stewart, as far as Marshall anticipated time of arrival, that's it's gonna be pretty late. But let's put a track on that. Concordia 932, Carrollton 951, Marshall at 10:03. And that's going to be for the main line. Mike, you might have some thunderstorms, maybe some showers out ahead of that thing as well. But the main line, ballpark, give or take 15 minutes, is going to be about 10:03 for Marshall. Hi, Marshall. Good to see you. Hi, Sherry. Haven, the main concern for the Warrensburg area are going to be strong straight line winds, hands down, up to 80 mile an hour. So, but we are keeping a close eye for the potential of a brief spin up tornado in which the ingredients are there for the possibility of seeing a couple of those. So we're going to have to keep a close eye, have plans that, out ahead of time, know what you're going to do. Remember, guys, during any thunderstorms like this, we have the potential to see power outages. So make sure you have flashlights around. Make sure you have good batteries in your weather radio. So let's just, use this time. If you're not under the gun right now, go ahead and use this time. Make sure your alarm clocks have battery backup, so on and so forth. So we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to be for the southern part of this line that's going to touch a couple of our counties. You will likely hear my weather radio go off here momentarily. There's my weather radio. So this one is for 60 mile per hour winds, 3/4 inch hail. And this is going to be for Miami County, Lynn County, and East Central Kansas, southwestern Cass, northwestern Bates County, and west central Missouri. At 8 o'clock, severe thunderstorm located along a line extending from Rantoul to near Garnett to near Gass, moving northeast at 60. So if you live in Peculiar, Lewisburg, Pleasanton, Lacine, Cleveland, Freeman, Parker, Prescott, Amsterdam, Amoret, Westline, you guys are going to be under the gun here within just the next few minutes. So for a severe thunderstorm warning, the best advice that I have is you want to make sure you stay away from windows. Go to the center part of your house. I always treat it, if I have a basement, that's typically where I go, chill out, watch a movie, but stay away from windows. And again, the biggest threat out of these are going to be strong straight line winds, 60 miles per hour. Prepare for power outages. Make sure you have, flashlight candles, so on and so forth. Make sure you have those available in case of a power outage. Make sure your phone is charging too. If power goes out, you want to have your phone or tablet so you can keep up with the stream. Okay, guys, so if you're up in Olathe, Overland Park, southern portions of Kansas City, Missouri, we are tons of power outages coming in right now up in this area. So if you have friends, relatives up in this area, you definitely want to kind of check in on them because a lot of power outages coming in right now. So National Weather Service right now is still showing that the high resolution velocity scans are still underperforming very much. So it is going to be really hard for us to be able to pinpoint those little areas of rotation if there are any. So definitely something we have to keep in mind. going through the evening. They just came out. They said the velocity data quality is still ranked as poor, very poor. So we're not going to be able to utilize a great tool that we have. We do have a new severe thunderstorm warning coming out that's going to include Grain Valley, likely Lee Summit, Odessa, and Higginsville here momentarily.
The National Weather Service has issued a tornado watch.
Okay, so they went ahead and put us under a tornado watch, guys. So they opted to go thinking tornado potential is still going to be there for West Central Missouri. So let's go over this newest severe thunderstorm warning. 1-inch hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds. This is going to be for southeastern Ray, Lafayette County, northeastern Jackson County, northeastern Johnson County. At 8:04, severe thunderstorm located over Lake Tapawingo or over Blue Springs, moving east at 40. And again, that's 60-mile-per-hour winds, quarter-size hail. Those that are now included in that tornado watch: Johnson County, Missouri, Pettis County, Missouri, Henry County, Missouri. You guys are under a tornado watch for the next 2 hours till 10 o'clock. So they just expanded this tornado watch out to our west, a few counties to the east, due to the potential of seeing a strengthening line of storms. Hey, you bet, Jeff. Well, I was actually on the road. So I was on the road. I pulled over and jumped on National Weather Service chat, and I also looked at radar as well. All right, guys, I'm trying to get caught up here on chat real quick before more warnings go off here. Between 9 and 10 o'clock, Savannah, for El Dorado Springs on the timing. Hi, Missy. Haven. Yeah, so right now, Warrensburg, you guys are still in the line with the rest of us to get part of this strong line of thunderstorms that'll be moving in here over the next hour. No, Helen. Right now, Benton County is not included, but and again, that's going to be a little later. Remember, we were kind of looking at the 11 to midnight time frame for Benton County. So I'm sure St. Clair and Benton County will come a little bit later. Your two counties, as far as Benton County and St. Clair County, actually fall in the line of the Springfield National Weather Service. So the Kansas City branch in Pleasant Hill added the three counties in their area, and then Springfield will be required to add St. Clair and Benton County if they feel a need to. So I do believe that they will be adding you into some sort of watch here over the next hour or so. Hi, Annette. You're driving Clinton to KC now on 7. Okay, just be careful, especially when you get into Cass County. And then, of course, on your way up to Jackson County, you're going to be going right through that line of storms there, Annette. So be careful. Oh, Misty, Mom's first major Midwest storm. You tell her to hang on to her hat. We're going to welcome her into the great state of Missouri. I'm going to say probably midnight or a little after, Sherry, before Harrisonville be out of the tornado threat. The main line that is still out in Kansas, so it's going to be pretty late, probably midnight or so. All right, guys. So, again, real quickly, a lot of people are asking kind of the same questions, and that's fine because you guys might have just jumped onto the stream. Fully understand that. We're kind of all in the same boat right now. So, we have an intense line of storms stretching from Chillicothe all the way down into eastern Kansas into Oklahoma. It will be approaching west central Missouri. We do have a tornado watch out for Cass, Johnson, Pettis, Henry, Bates, and Vernon right now. We're likely going to be adding more counties to that as this line of storms move to the east-northeast. Okay, so just because you might live in Osceola or Warsaw, don't think you're out of the woods. It's just going to take a little longer for this line of storm to head your direction. I'm sure you'll be under some sort of watch here over the next hour. And again, strong straight line winds, all of us here in West Central Missouri. That's going to be our number one threat. Number two threat is going to be the potential to see a couple spin up tornadoes along the leading edge of this line of storms. So that's what we're watching for this evening. Okay, so Kayla just and I kind of knew that. That's a good point, Kayla. Pettis County shelters, tornado shelters, are all open. So that's a good point to make there. Actually, I do know. Of course, I'm in emergency management as well. I know the emergency manager and the director and the assistant director over there in Pettis County. We've been doing a lot of training together. And I was sure that they have those shelters all open in Pettis County. Around Henry County, you can go to mykdkd.com, click on the weather tab, and under the weather tab you will see storm shelter lists that I had put together with emergency management here in Henry County. Has the list of all of the available community storm shelters here in Henry County. If you live in a different county, I encourage you to go to the emergency management page on the internet and find out where those local community shelters are if you need one. So that's great practice, even going into the springtime, to know where your community storm shelters are located. Hey, Hot Rod, you had a tree guy check out my tree. He said it was very stable. He said you're not. I believe that. Stay out of that tree, Hot Rod. Hey, thank you. Just had a couple donations to Subby's Weather Talk. Thank you guys so much for help support the stream. I appreciate that. Yeah, just about any of our tornado threat tonight, Ian, is going to be the quasi linear complex system variety. Short lived spin up tornadoes associated with the leading edge of the line. So, yeah, that's pretty much what we're going to be looking at. That's why the tornado watch is out for that reason. I'm not seeing anything that is forming out ahead of this line where we're kind of watching maybe for some strengthening, maybe a supercell out ahead of the line. I'm not seeing any of that happening right now. So our biggest threat is going to be the strong straight line winds tonight. Hey, Rhonda, they go to our webpage. They go to both of the donations tonight came through subbysweathertalk.com. And right there on the home page, you can buy me a cup of coffee or you can donate. Their PayPal, Venmo, all the links, you just click on that. So we've had a couple people do that already tonight, and I sure appreciate that. All right, guys, let me check. Okay, nothing too new so far coming across National Weather Service chat, so we're doing good there. So, again, we have, and you guys can see it does not mean that there is a tornado by no means, but there's several of these little markers here, and they're a tornado signature. Okay, kind of a vortex signature that radar is picking up, and those are all the little vortices. This is a cold front that's pushing in. Okay, so tomorrow for Halloween, we're likely not even going to get up to 60 degrees tomorrow. So a beautiful Halloween to take the kids trick or treating. Tomorrow night will be near 50, 52 degrees for trick or treating. So we've got a lot of wind shear, a lot of wind at all levels of the atmosphere, and that's the reason why these little spin up tornadoes are possible tonight, because of all these little vortices. So trying to keep a close eye on radar here, because velocity radar is not working very well tonight. We're kind of going into this kind of blind. I've got a total of 7 screens around me. I've got a couple other software packages that are up that are just looking at velocity and couplets. That's all it's looking at. So kind of paying attention. If you see me kind of wandering off somewhere, it's because I'm looking at another screen, okay? So don't think I'm falling asleep on you guys. Advent Fear, well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. You bet. You stay right here. And we talked a little bit about this during the live stream, I think yesterday and this morning, about media was all over this event tonight. And storm chasers were all over this tonight. And, people were commenting and asking me questions. Subby, just read this one report. They said that we have chance for EF5s tonight. Well, I mean, you can't go out and sit there and say we're going to have EF5s tonight. I mean, EF5 is very, very rare. Last one happened in Moore, Oklahoma, 2013. These things just don't happen every week. Okay, and a lot of fear mongering going on out there in the media world, and so that's when groups like myself and Torcon, this is where we come in and we say, hey, listen, everything's going to be all right. We're going to be here together. We're going to get some thunderstorms tonight. We need the rain. That's great. But, we have a chance to see some strong storms. But as long as you stay informed and you have a plan, we'll get through it just fine. So, that's what we're doing tonight. We are watching this line of storms come into west central Missouri, and I am here, and we are we're watching these storms, keeping a close eye on them. So, and of course, we got these storms. They go all the way down into central Oklahoma, work their way all the way up north, all the way into Iowa. So, this is a very long line of strong storms that are moving through our area. We're likely going to see anywhere between 3/4 to an inch of rainfall with this line. And again, tomorrow looks great for Halloween. Friday looks good. Friday night, we're going to see our next storm system that's pretty much piggybacking this thing. It's going to be a very strong low pressure system that will be moving in for Saturday morning, Sunday, and Monday. And we could get some torrential rainfall out of this. The severe threat, I'm kind of up in the air on that right now. The atmosphere is going to be so overworked with this system. It's gonna be really hard for it to kind of build back up for severe weather. Even though a couple of the models and some of the data is showing we could get some severe weather Saturday and again on Sunday night, but once we get past this tonight, then we'll start looking a little bit more closely at our next storm system. Hi, Austin. Pettis County, you are under a tornado watch for the next couple hours. So we're kind of waiting on this line of storms. Strong straight line winds are going to be the primary concern with these thunderstorms tonight. So again, the velocity radar is something that I would be staring at with intensity right now. Is having a hard time at Pleasant Hill with the radar using that particular radar type. Using reflectivity, what we're looking at now is not affected. It's with the wind fields, as there's a stable layer of air above the radar site that is just wreaking havoc on the velocity radar tonight, and it's causing a lot of attenuation, which is I didn't mean to use such a big word, but attenuation is when you have, it's kind of like ground clutter. Sometimes on the clear mornings you look at radar, you see all that green around the radar site, and you think, oh my gosh, it's raining, but it's not. It's like false echoes caused by a hoist of different things. So that's what attenuation is. So they're having really hard time with that with the radar sites tonight. So we cannot use velocity radar with much success tonight. So we're kind of using reflectivity. I have two other programs up here. I'm kind of keeping watch on reflectivity as far as wind fields go, to kind of keep ahead of what's going on. But Hi, Megan. What time will it be done? Well, I'm going to tell you right now. Let's just go. We have just a moment. And again, we got Higginsville, Odessa, Buckner, Blue Springs. You guys are still under the gun for the next 20 minutes. And looks like this leading edge of this line of storms will be moving into Cass and Bates County here in the next about 15-20 minutes. So the western part of Cass and Bates both under the gun under a severe thunderstorm warning right now. And a pretty strong little cell over getting ready to come through Holden west of Warrensburg. It's just a little isolated cell there, and again down around Archie, Adrian area. Just some torrential rains, a couple of lightning strikes. It looks like nothing severe with these isolated thunderstorms as of right now. So we're going to minimize this here real quick. We'll jump over here to... We'll go to the newest product, 25 hours out. So right up here is... Let's just go to Missouri. Hang on one sec, guys. We'll jump over here to the Missouri map. That way you guys don't have to do the math on the time. So this is 7 p.m. tonight. And of course we see that line of thunderstorms coming in. That 10 o'clock, 11, midnight. So Benton County, right around midnight, when that line of storms come through Benton County. If you live in Warsaw, Colcamp, Lincoln, right around the midnight time frame. I think when we plotted that out, I think it was like 12:03 when we plotted it out on radar. So that's a pretty accurate time, right around midnight. And then as these storms finally move through, we'll be left with just a few showers at 3 a.m. So the worst part of it will likely be through all of West Central Missouri by 1 a.m. If that helps you on timing any. Kent and Deb, man, I miss you guys. I miss you guys. I love what I'm doing now, but I sure miss all the interaction and giving Kent a bunch of crap. Hi, Mike. Larry City. Yeah, that's the same. You guys are in the same boat. You know, likely right around the 10, 11 o'clock time frame, we'll be seeing this line of storms move into West Central Missouri. This area up here around Kansas City has really been worked over hard tonight. Buckner, Liberty, Smithville, Kansas City, Leavenworth, Wyandotte County. So there's really not too much instability up here for these thunderstorms to continue. That's the reason why it's kind of a broken line right in here. But they're still going strong down just to the south from Olathe all the way down into south of Independence, Kansas. take a look at northbound I-49 near Harrisonville. Let's take a look at a live shot from that. Right now we're using an average, Thomas, of about 40 miles per hour is what we're using it. You ain't kidding, Lucky. Man, I'll tell you what, being in this area, it seems like everything we have is nocturnal over the last 2 years. Everything wants to come in when everybody wants to sleep. So the winds right now, KK, is the biggest threat with this line. So 60 to 70 mile per hour winds along this line of storms that we're gonna be watching move into the area. So Kayla, a lot of wind and lightning in Smithton. Yep, that's and again, those are just a little isolated thunder showers out ahead of the main line. So don't think you're through with it yet. Let's take a look at I-49 here real quick. This is looking off to the north from I-49 near Harrisonville, looking up toward 291. Had the boots. Give me just a second. Look like I've got to. I've got to do some more. I got to do some more booting. Hey, thank you for the stars on Facebook too. I'm just now going through some of my some of the comments. I'm sorry if I miss you guys on any of these stars that you guys have donated. I sure appreciate that. Stars that you guys have. Stars that you guys have. All right, so basically all I'm doing right now, guys, is I'm blocking all of the spammers out there. There's a bunch of them. Basically all I'm doing right now, guys, is I'm blocking all of the spammers out there. There's So we've had a bunch of them so far. All right. So, Nevada, El Dorado Springs, yeah, we're kind of waiting for this line to move into the area. So, all right, I think I got most of the spammers out of the out of our live chat. Sorry about that, guys. Today's Wednesday, Nancy. Hey, Brad. Well, hail seemed not to be too much of an issue tonight. So some of these have been putting out some penny-sized hail, but for the most part, it's been just a strong straight-line wind event so far. Wow. Thank you guys so much for all the donations tonight. Good grief. That's been awesome. Thank you very much. I was wondering how come my phone was blowing up. So we do have a very intense line of storms from Belton to Peculiar down to Amsterdam, Amoret. It's going to be moving into Cass and Bates County. So looks like torrential rain, maybe some dime-sized hail moving into Bates County, southwestern Cass County right now. Let me use base velocity. That's not going to work. All right. So we have a new severe thunderstorm warning. You will hear my weather radio go off.
The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning.
Okay, guys, so we have a new severe thunderstorm warning for the next 51 minutes for 60-mile-per-hour winds. And it's another big one. It's going to be for southeastern Miami County, eastern Lynn County, and east central Kansas, Cass County, northwestern Henry County, Bates County, southwestern Lafayette County, southeastern Jackson County, western Johnson County, and west central Missouri. It looks like this line was located near Belton to near Freeman to near Lynn Valley to near Mound City, moving east now at 50 miles per hour. So let's go ahead and let's put a timestamp on this. Oh, for goodness sakes. So here's current timeline right now, guys. We've got Archie at 8:50, Adrian 8:52, Passaic 8:56, Harrisonville 8:59, Butler 9 o'clock, Garden City 9:02, Peculiar 9:02, Ballard 9:05, Creighton 9:08, Spruce 9:09, Quick City 9:12, Urick 9:13, New Piper 9:13, Germantown 9:15, Blairstown 9:16, Holden 9:19, Chehowee 9:23, Shawnee Mound 9:28, Clinton 9:28, Centerview 9:29, Warrensburg 9:36. Now keep in mind, this is assuming that this maintains 50 mile per hour eastward direction of travel. So that gives a good idea of the timing. Matt Wareham, man, killer, man. Thank you so much for that super chat on YouTube. Thank you very much. So much appreciated, guys. And we do a fundraiser every spring to help out with expenses on all of the software and all of the devices and all that good stuff. And of course, I sure appreciate any donations you guys give. I've had several donations tonight. Few people gave stars on Facebook. You can go to subbyweathertalk.com. You can buy me a cup of coffee because by golly, I need coffee. But I appreciate everything you guys do. When I went to the radio station, I brought all of my software. I bring all of my devices to the radio station. Where I do a lot of my live streaming at. I am doing this from home tonight, just a little bit more convenient. We've been having issues with 95.3 being on air because of all this wind. So, I do appreciate all the help, guys. I really do. Of course, a very large, severe thunderstorm warning that is going out into north central Missouri as well. Chillicothe, Brookfield, Buckland, Marceline, Brunswick, Carrollton, Marshall. We had a gentleman was talking about Marshall here just a little bit. Appreciate Marshall jumping in to our chat tonight. So you are now under a severe thunderstorm warning. Looks like you'll be under the gun here over the next probably 45 minutes or so. And then, of course, we have our new one now that includes Lynn County, Kansas, Bates County, Cass County, northwestern Henry County, and northwestern Henry County, and the western half of Johnson County right now. And this line is really starting to it really is starting to strengthen, and it has a little bit of a bow to it. Those winds are so strong that they're pushing from behind the storm, pushing it out and creating a bow echo that can lead to some very damaging winds. So if you take a look at the live stream right now, we have got this is I-49 at Harrisonville. If you've been watching, there's a very mean storm coming up on I-49 right now at Harrisonville. As you can see, we've got traffic going very, very slow on I-49 southbound, and we've got hazards on the northbound lanes, as you can see in the photo. This is Kayla, that's I-49, right up at the Harrisonville exit, looking north. Thanks, Cody. I appreciate it. Gonna let me know, keep me updated when it starts. Garden City, you guys are gonna be under the gun here in about 20 minutes. Angie, we are. I don't know if necessarily concerned, but I think I'm just a little bit nervous about it because we cannot use velocity radar tonight because the tower at Pleasant Hill is having issues. So a lot of times I use velocity radar to be able to pinpoint maybe any kind of spin ups along that leading edge of this line. I wish I had it right now, but I do not, and it is still really creating havoc with the National Weather Service tonight. So we do have that possibility. We are under a tornado watch until 10 o'clock tonight, so we'll be watching it very closely. Well, yeah, so Henry County is under a they are under a severe thunderstorm warning, but at the far northwest corner of Henry County. This is what you're seeing. This is what you're seeing right here. Urick, Blairstown, Creighton. You guys are included in the Henry County severe thunderstorm warning. And I have a feeling that this continues in the same path as it's been and continue to intensify. That will likely be extended to all of Johnson County, including Warrensburg, and all of Henry County, including Clinton. Give me just one moment, guys. I'm looking at this cell down here for a gentleman for the National Weather Service. Want to take a look at this cell down here by Hume. Hi, Janet. No tornado warnings, hon. Urick, Creighton, here in Henry County, Blairstown, they're under a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 40 minutes. This line is still out here a little ways. So again, you're looking at a live shot at the I-49 intersection of 7 Highway up near Harrisonville. And of course, all the northbound traffic has their hazards on. Very torrential rainfall coming down along I-49 in Harrisonville, Missouri right now. So, Kyla, no reports coming in from National Weather Service of anything. The latest storm report comes in from Buchanan, Missouri. Thunderstorm wind damage 75 miles per hour. So again, I do believe St. Clair. Hi, David. Oh, Elizabeth. Hey, that's what we're here for, hon. So, and again, guys, what we have to keep in mind, and David, I'll talk a little bit about St. Clair County coming up here. So, this is going to pertain to you as well in St. Clair County. I'm going to go ahead and turn off that feed from I-49 for a moment. So basically what we have tonight, guys, is a intense line of thunderstorms from Chillicothe down to Harrisonville all the way into far eastern Kansas. This line is moving to the east. It is packing a punch. It has torrential rain, some small penny-sized hail, and 60, so far, I think the highest wind gust 66 miles per hour. Now, we are under a tornado watch for a few of our counties in west central Missouri: Cass, Bates, Johnson, Henry, Pettis County. You guys are under a a tornado watch till 10 o'clock. These storms and the storm segments they're just not real. They're not really set up for any of these small, weak tornadoes that we were concerned about. A lot of times when you have a line segment that is, take for instance, from the northwest to the southeast. If we have a line that has a few of these line segments that are like that are perpendicular to the winds, that's when you really have to worry about those spin-up tornadoes along the leading edge of a line of thunderstorms. Okay, all of these are actually lined up. These line segments, like that's the line segment, that's the line segment, that's the line segment. You see how they're all going from northeast to southwest? Well, that's a pretty good sign. That's a sign that we will likely not see any of those spin up variation tornadoes. So our main threat tonight is going to be for strong straight line winds to 65 miles per hour. I'm not seeing much in the way of any hail, severe hail, with any of these storm systems right now. So a lot of rain, 3/4 to an inch, inch and a half of rainfall, torrential at times, a lot of lightning, and then we've got potential for a couple damaging wind gusts. That's what we are after tonight. Same for St. Clair County. You guys can expect that, David, probably here the next 30, 45 minutes. This line moving into your area, same deal. Strong straight line wind, number one concern, and we'll stay on and go through this together. Hi, Sandra. Yep, same for Ballard as well. Just what we just talked about. Now that line of storm stretches from Liberty down through Blue Springs, Lee Summit, Pleasant Hill, Gun City, Garden City, Archie, Amoret, Prescott, all the way down to Fort Scott. So those that are in Holden, Warrensburg, Clinton, Appleton City, Butler, Adrian, Rich Hill, Nevada, you guys are going to be starting to see some of these effects from this line of storms here over the next 30 to 45 minutes. Hi, Ariel. Pittsburgh. So Pittsburgh is going to get, you guys are under a severe thunderstorm warning right now. That line of storms is actually, let me get down here. So that line of storms is actually stretched from Fort Scott down to Girard, down to Oswego, and it's moving to the east. So Pittsburgh, you guys are going to get hit probably here in the next 10-15 minutes with some strong straight line winds to 60 miles per hour. Not seeing any hail down there right now, Ariel. Or, I'm sorry. Was that Ariel? David, thank you for the super chat. Man, I appreciate that, buddy. I really do. Thank you for the support. Hi, Jamie. You're down in Benton County, Lincoln and Warsaw. You guys still have a ways to go before they get down your area, but I'll be here. I'll be with you through the whole time. Advent fear, I agree with you. And you know, this just goes to show, and I talked about this, I don't want to sound like a broken record, but there was so much hype on this round of severe storms here coming through, and so many people, their anxieties were through the roof because of social media, meteorologists on TV, storm chasers. I would hate to be a storm chaser tonight because they would have been pretty disappointed driving all the way out to central Kansas and not a single tornado warning out there in Kansas tonight. We had one up in, I guess, north in Atchison County. We had one tornado warning. So, that's one thing. That was one of the main purposes of having this group and having Subby's Weather Talk and just longing for the chance to get on the airwaves with KDKD and 104.9 so that we can get as much information out to you guys as we can without all the hype. And, I don't try to downplay things. And I'll tell you, if we're going to have some severe storms, just like I had mentioned for the last week, we are going to see some severe storms tonight. But, you just have to take the information, have a plan in place. We'll get through it together. So,
The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning.
okay, that's likely going to be an extension
The
of
National Weather
this one
Service
right
has
here.
issued a severe thunderstorm warning.
Likely going to see Johnson, Henry, maybe St. Clair County get into the action.
The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning.
All right, so we have Vernon County now under the gun. They are under a severe thunderstorm warning, 60-mile-per-hour wind gust for eastern Crawford, northern Barton, and Vernon County in west central Missouri. Pittsburgh, all the way over to Lamar. You guys are also under a severe thunderstorm warning. It's an extension. Just so make sure that's going to be for this line near Girard right now. That's the only new severe thunderstorm warning right now. Going through National Weather Service. You bet, Alan. Good to see you on here, buddy. The tornado watch has not been lifted for the counties. We still have another hour. I think they're going to go ahead and wait. Let this line of thunderstorms move through, and then go ahead and let it expire. So, Cass, Bates, Henry, Vernon, and Pettis County and Johnson County still under a tornado watch for the next hour. Very strong line segment stretching from Oak Grove down to Kingsville and Holden, down to Garden City, across 7 Highway, down to Adrian. This is a very intense line of storms right here that is moving to the east, and very likely we're gonna see an extension to that severe thunderstorm warning, probably for Johnson and Henry counties, at least the northern half of Henry County for this line segment. And these are going to be fairly fairly accurate. Right around the 50, 60 mile an hour mark, right around Kingsville right now. So, still showing some damaging wind gusts up here near Holden, Gun City, just north of Garden City. So, likely Johnson County will probably be included in the next round of severe thunderstorm warnings. Hi, Lundy. I bet you my lightning detector is going off right now, maybe hearing some thunder. Yeah, North KC is done right now, Lundy. You're just behind the front now in North Kansas City, Leavenworth, Ottawa, Paola. You guys are behind the front. Maybe just some residual showers, thunder showers, but other than that, the severe threat is done for you guys up there. Frayed nerves, lumbox. Yeah, I'm glad I can help. Glad I can help. Now down here in Oklahoma, they also have an intense line of storms. Oklahoma City, you guys are getting ready to get hit with a fairly strong, severe warm cell. Oklahoma City, we've got Stillwater, Cushing, Ripley, up to Bartlesville, Bardsdall, severe thunderstorm warning. And then we jump over here into southwest Missouri, Vernon County, down around Lamar, and of course Pittsburgh, Girard. You guys are getting ready to get hit with you guys are going to get walloped with some very heavy rains here very, very soon. No, Austin, I do believe that the tornado watch will likely be expired. They're already talking about National Weather Service did mention, and I'll just read it. I'll read it to you guys. This is the mesoscale discussion that will kind of answer your question, Austin. I don't think they will give out another tornado warning. Maybe a severe thunderstorm watch. You see this blue circle right here that's on radar right now? So that blue circle is a mesoscale discussion. Okay, we're going to read that right now. So there is a 60% chance that the Storm Prediction Center will issue a severe thunderstorm watch for all of the rest of west central Missouri and to central Missouri. Okay, so a maturing quasi-linear complex system and more isolated convection ahead of it are evolving across eastern Kansas, southwest Missouri. The risk for damaging wind, isolated tornadoes should increase this evening. A new watch may be needed, but the eastern extent remains unclear. So, this looks like it will likely be a severe thunderstorm warning. I'm sorry, a severe thunderstorm watch that they may issue here over the next 30 minutes or so for all the counties ahead of this line of thunderstorms. So, thanks, Lundy. Thanks for being part of the stream, buddy. TJ. Oh gosh, I got another spammer in the room. So up in Livingston, Missouri, or Livingston County, up near Chillicothe, a caller called into 911 and said that there is a house in the backyard that does not belong there. So they got some pretty strong winds up there in Livingston County. That's funny. That's not funny, but for a 911 caller to call in and say, "Hey, there's a house in my backyard that's not supposed to be there." Oh my. House doesn't belong there. That's funny. Hi, Kelsey. Man, it's right on your doorstep. Right on your doorstep, Kelps. So, torrential rainfall. Looks like maybe up to 60 mile per hour winds heading in your direction. Just probably within the next 10 minutes. No, Ozark will get some thunderstorm tonight, Angie. You know, you have to keep in mind we're only seeing a part of this. We get to see all these thunderstorms, and these line of storms are going to be making their way into Springfield and Ozark, but it's going to be late in the morning or early in the morning, however you want to call it. All right, I was waiting for this. So there's our severe thunderstorm warning for the northern half of Henry County and all of Johnson County. That's going to include Warrensburg, Chehowee, Leeton, Centerview, Knob Noster, Bowen, Windsor, Urick, Creighton, Blairstown. That's going to be for the next 48 minutes for those potential to see 60 mile per hour winds. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate the donation that just come through. I do appreciate all the donations tonight. You guys have been awesome. It sure helps out with the donations. Thanks, Jason. Garden City. Yep, you're right in the middle of that line. So the strongest part of this line right now looks like it's right up here between Odessa down to Centerview, Holden, Kingsville. You guys are right in the middle of it right now. Down to Blairstown, Creighton is the strongest part of this line of storms. It's bowing out just a little bit. That's where we're getting those stronger wind profiles out on the edge of that bowing segment. So let's take a look at wind speeds right now. So yeah, down through Mayville, 62.64 miles per hour, 60, 60, 50, 60 miles per hour in Johnson County, 60 along Highway 50, 65 mile per hour winds looks like coming into Centerview right along 50 highway. So luckily that's going to be a headwind or a tailwind. It's not going to be a crosswind. So that's thankful. Any big trucks going down 50 highway hit a 65 mile an hour crosswind, and that can definitely pull them off to the shoulder, maybe even flip a truck. And then, of course, we got 60 mile per hour winds here just to the west of Warrensburg, to the east of Holden. So, yeah, that's definitely the strongest part of this line, is stretching from almost Higginsville down to Centerview, down to Blairstown, is going to be the strongest part of this line right now. Hi, Kayla. No, I don't think so. Just, just stay away from windows. If you have maybe a dining room or something kind of in the center of your house, if you have a furnished basement, you can go down there for the next 30 minutes and watch a movie or something. If it's unfinished and dark and dungy, kind of like mine, then you'll be fine if you just stay away from windows. And again, 60, 65 mile per hour winds. Please be prepared for power outages. let's see if that is causing any power outages. Down there in Pittsburgh, you guys, we got some heavy rains getting ready to move right into the town of Pittsburgh, Kansas. That's Pittsburgh, Kansas. And this is about 9 o'clock. If you guys remember when we were looking at the dew points and the amount of moisture these storms have to work with, about 9 o'clock was when a plume of very moist air, the short-term models were showing being pumped up into west central Missouri. So that can kind of help drive these thunderstorms to that severe status with some strong straight-line winds. So that is what I'm kind of thinking is happening right now. So
the National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning.
okay, and that is going to be for this one right here. I think it was just an update to that severe thunderstorm warning. So, and we also have another one that is going to be that we need to talk about. Part of Pettis County, Sedalia, you are not included in this severe thunderstorm warning. So, Smithton, Sedalia, you guys are not in the line of fire yet, but you likely will be here within the next 45 minutes or so. So keep that in mind for those in Sedalia and Smithton. Lamont, Houstonia, Hughesville, you guys, Knob Noster, you guys are in that severe thunderstorm warning. So I wanted to make that clear. So they had an update to this severe thunderstorm warning for Bates County and parts of Cass County. So let's see here. 9:15, severe thunderstorms located along a line extending from Oak Grove to 7 miles west of Warrensburg to near Creighton to near Rich Hill, moving east at 50. 60-mile-per-hour winds is the main hazard. So that's going to include Butler, Holden, Adrian, Garden City, Rich Hill, Archie, Urick, Creighton, Hume, East Lynn, Kingsville, Centerview, Strasburg, Gun City, Foster, Blairstown, Passaic, Latour, Ballard, and Pittsville. This line segment here just to the south, the one that we just read off, this is starting to pick up a little bit in intensity as well. It'll be moving off to the east. I would not be surprised here momentarily if we see a severe...
The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm watch.
Okay, there's our watch that we had talked about just a little bit earlier. We'll come back to that. But I would not be surprised if Henry County got included.
The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm watch.
And that severe thunderstorm warning, kind of an extension of this one right here. So let's take a look at wind speeds here. Now we're going to be a little bit further away from the radar, and it's going to be really hard to tell. Yeah, it's going to be really hard to tell here. Just a little bit too far away from radar for the velocity scan, and of course they're having issues with the velocity radar as well, so that's going to be really tough to pick up. Boy, these winds up here, man, they are strong. Maysville, 60, all the way down the line. So yeah, Warrensburg, all the way down to Chehaui. You guys going to be getting some 50 to 60 mile per hour winds here momentarily in Warrensburg. Hi, Brian. Windsor is in that severe thunderstorm warning. And I just kind of wonder if that's not for Henry County. No, that was the severe thunderstorm watch. We got to find out. It hadn't popped up here on my screen yet with the severe thunderstorm watch yet. Thank you, Justin, for the donation. Sure appreciate that. Thank you very much. Debbie, thank you for the donation. Thank you, guys. Been a great night for donations. I do appreciate that very, very much. Make sure I have. I got the severe thunderstorm watch out. I know I just seen a severe thunderstorm watch go up. Give me 1 second here, guys. Oh, I see. Okay. So, let me bring this over here real quick for you guys. I'm going to bring this over. Oh, there it goes. It just popped up. Nope, it didn't include us. Hang on. So there is the new severe thunderstorm watch. For some reason, it's not showing up on Radar Omega on my software. St. Clair County, Benton County, all the way through central Missouri, all the way down to Springfield, Ozark, down to the Arkansas, Missouri border. That is a severe thunderstorm watch, valid at 9:20 tonight until 4 a.m. But obviously, it's going to be through St. Clair County and Benton County well before 4 a.m. So once this initial line moves through, the severe threat is going to be over for you. Okay? So just to let you know, it's not going to be all the way to 4 a.m. You're going to have to worry about this. 4 a.m. out here in Columbia, all the way up here near Kirksville, down to Springfield. It might be 1, 2 a.m., 3 a.m. before the storms get to them. So you don't have to worry about that in St. Clair and Benton counties. Likely that's going to be over probably around midnight to 1 a.m. for you guys. All right, let me take a look here. Yeah, I'll look at the outages, Matt. Actually, I was going there here in just a second. Let's look at that real quick. Let's look at this is going to be Osage Valley. Cass County has 118 people without power right now in Cass County. So that's actually a pretty good number right now.
The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm watch.
So that's actually a good number from Osage Valley. So just Cass County, 118 people out. Evergy, 3,992 people out. Looks like, and again, this is...
The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm watch.
Give me just a second here. I'll lower that down. So, Warrensburg, it seemed like they've been hit with power outages a lot here recently. So, looks like they have They have 232 customers affected from Warrensburg out to Holden. It is a sign, so they do have crews heading out. It's unidentified, likely because of the strong winds, is what I am assuming. So here in West Central Missouri, just some sporadic outages, mainly where the strong winds were at, mainly over on the up in Kansas City area, 2807. So the chunk of these power outages through Evergy is up in South Kansas City, right around Overland Park, Grandview, in that area right now. So we'll we'll come back and take a look at that as this line of storms move through our area. Very intense rainfall in Warrensburg right now. Center view. Wow, that's some heavy, heavy rain. Probably 2.5 inch per hour rainfall rates right here in Warrensburg. We got a couple cells that have popped up just to the southwest of Clinton Landon. That's not going to be the main line. The main line is coming through Montrose, Spruce, Appleton City right now. So probably here within the next 20 minutes, I'd say, we'll see that main line come through Clinton. Yeah, Cindy, I bet it's really coming down up there in Warrensburg right now. Hi, Hayden. Or Haven, I'm sorry. Very, very heavy rain, he can confirm in Wartburg. Man, I'd say, man, that's some torrential rainfall up here. Yeah, you guys will likely get inch and a half, 2 inches of rain out of this little line of storms coming through there. Uric, Creighton, you guys are getting hit with some moderate rain right now. Same way with Spruce. This part of the line doesn't look quite as impressive as the line from Carrollton down through Warrensburg, and the southern line from Rich Hill down to Pittsburg, Kansas. So right here in the middle, Bates County, Henry County, you guys not getting quite the heavy rain as what these guys up here in Warrensburg are getting right now. Thanks for the report, Cody. Moderate rain in Blairstown right now. There's my lightning detector going off in the background. So, of course, you notice a lot of the tornado watch has been kind of chiseled away on the backside of this line of storms. So, Kansas City, Wyandotte County, Platte County, Smithville, Jackson County, Missouri, you guys are no longer in that tornado watch. So it got released a little early for you guys. And I am liking the time frame of this. This was a lot better than 11 o'clock to midnight. That's when we was tracking that line of storms out in Kansas, eastern Kansas, going about 25 to 30 miles per hour. It's really picked up once it got to the state line. So that's great. Look at that. That storm moving 85 miles per hour to the northeast. The one that's there at Garden City. That's plumb chucking it now. You bet, Jamie. Oh, he'll love to come up and show off a little bit. He's a full-blooded border collie. Oh, fantastic, Paul 705. He is one of our new members for Torque on Weather Team. So glad to have you here on the live stream tonight. Hopefully you learned a couple new things tonight. So thanks, Hunter. 2 miles north of Uri. Yeah, it's flat pouring. Blairstown, Chilhowie, Uri, Creighton. I don't think there's anything here that we need to really worry too much about as far as winds here in Bates or southern part of Henry County. Just good old-fashioned summertime thunderstorms is what it's going to feel like. Oh, hi, Ashley. Yeah, I probably missed that. Yeah, you're good for the night, Ashley. Yep, you're still gonna get some leftover rain, maybe a clap of thunder, but the severe threat is now over for Cass County. Rhonda, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. Man, I really appreciate that, guys. That helps out the room so much. And make sure if you're on YouTube, make sure you guys like the video, subscribe to the videos, subscribe to the channel so you always get notified when I'm live. And thank you so much for the super chat. And I tell you what, guys, I really couldn't do all this without your all's help with the software and all the devices. I do appreciate all the help you guys give me, and I couldn't ask for anything more from you guys. That's awesome. Thank you. Okay, Ashley, thanks for tuning in tonight. You bet, Randall. Oh, Brad. Hey, Brad, where are you from? Are you from around this area or? Now, this little rain that we're getting in Clinton, that's just a little isolated thunder shower out ahead of the line of storms. So make sure you guys do that. Our Skycam cameras, they are offline as we are having communication and internet problems down at emergency management. Man, if it's not one thing, it's another. So we got radio problems at KDKD. We've got internet problems at emergency management. Man, we're falling apart, guys. We're falling apart. Elizabeth, thank you. Thank you for that super chat. I sure appreciate that. And make a big, if you're on YouTube, if you give a thumbs up on that video stream, what that allows me to do is when people that might not be on Subby's Weather Talk or might not be subscribed to my channel, the more likes you have on a video, the algorithm YouTube chooses is it makes my video pop up on their app, and they're just like, oh, what's Subby's Weather Talk? Oh man, he's in West Central Missouri. So it gets the word out there. So that's why I like all of the likes on YouTube. And then of course on Facebook, if you guys get a chance to maybe share the feed or copy and paste, screenshot something, get all your friends and family in the area involved, and they can get all the latest information as well. So thank you guys very much. I do have TikTok, Selena. I sure do. I am not live on TikTok yet, but you can go over Subby's Weather Talk on TikTok. I am live tonight on YouTube. Let's see here. I've got 7 streams going right now. So I've got 2 YouTube, 2 Facebook. I've got 1 Twitter account. I got Twitch, and I got six streams going tonight. 6 streams. So, but yeah, I do pretty much daily updates on TikTok. So you can go in and follow. I'd say I probably will expand out and maybe do some live feeds on TikTok, mainly to get the younger generation. Man, I'm getting old. The younger generation, they're on TikTok, 22 out of 24 hours a day. So I want to make sure that they are aware of what's going on out there too, because Lord knows they're not going to look up from their phone to see what the weather's like outside. So we better warn them any way we can. Oh, great. Great, Brad. Warrensburg. That's fantastic. You'll be in my region. So once we get everybody trained up, and you'll be in my region, and feel free to reach out to me, my man. You can come down to the station, check out the weather center. You come over here to the house, check out my system here at the house. Better bring sunglasses because I got more screens around here. Have you guys seen those little videos where they take like 3 batteries and they put them end to end and put a quarter in the middle and they start twisting? It's fake. But that's what I feel like here in between all these screens. I feel like at any minute my head can sit there and start twirling around. I got a lot of electricity floating around my head here at the house. But feel free to reach out to me. Let's see here. CMS Gaming. Is there a chance of a tornado in and then blank? So right now, our tornado threat right now along this line is very, very low, guys. So, and I'll explain that to you here again real quick. So, we have this line of storms. We were concerned about the spin up of possible weak tornadoes along this line. But what's happening is all of these little line segments are all lining up in this direction from northeast to southwest. When you become concerned is when you see some of these line segments go from northwest to southeast, like this. You might have a line segment. Let me start this over here again. You might have a line segment like this, and another line segment kind of like that, and another line segment like this. Sometimes we see that. And when that happens, you can get these little spin ups right in between those line segments. So luckily tonight, all of these line segments have been lined up all from the northeast to the southwest, kind of limiting our tornado threat tonight. So that's great news. But we are getting that push of wind behind this line that is creating some 60, 65 mile per hour gusts out ahead of this line throughout west central Missouri. So that's what we're watching for tonight. KK, go and have yourself a great beauty sleep. Butler is done with the severe threat for tonight. Oh, Elizabeth, that's awesome. He watches from Auburn, Alabama. That's awesome. Brad, anytime, my friend. Just reach out to me on Slack. And matter of fact, I have people over, got some kids here in Clinton. Kind of inspired them to become meteorologists later on in life. So I've had Eli over here a couple times. I need to get him back over here. We just haven't had any storms to chase on radar. But Eli wants to be a meteorologist when he grows up, and he's fascinated with weather. He's come in and sit down on a couple of my live streams, and love to educate people. That's what I love to do, educate people about the weather. I geek out sometimes. The hardest thing that I have to do for what I do here in West Central Missouri is trying to keep it where people understand. Sometimes I go over people's heads. I get talking, and I think we were talking about attenuation on radar and the scattering of the radar on velocity radar tonight, and I catch myself, well, hang on a minute, nobody's going to know what that word means, so I have to stop and kind of explain myself a little bit. So but yeah, I would love to have some company come down to the weather center at the station. I'll show you the setup down there, and I'll get you on for love to do a podcast with you as well. So look forward to it. All right, guys, so we have another 18 minutes left for this severe thunderstorm warning for Johnson County. Now, it's also extending over to Pettis County, and it very likely they might extend that for the entire Pettis County area. That would include Sedalia. Still seeing potential on one of my other software to see some 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts along the leading edge from Knob Noster, Sweet Springs down to Leeton. So they may extend this severe thunderstorm warning over to the rest of Pettis County. Henry County, let's see here, Clinton, you guys are getting ready to get hit with some torrential rains here anytime here in the next couple minutes. Calhoun, Windsor, you guys are going to be hit with this line of storms here in the next 15 minutes. Down here, Appleton City, you're just now starting to get into the rainfall. Rockville, you're about to get into the thick of things. Shell City, Harwood, along 54 Highway. This will be east of Nevada. Nevada, you're in the middle of a torrential rainstorm right now. However, you're still under a severe thunderstorm warning for 60 mile per hour winds. And then, of course, it goes all the way down to Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh, you're right in the middle of it right now. Torrential rainfall rates right now in Pittsburgh, Kansas. So we still have a pretty intense line going out there right now, guys. But we have a severe thunderstorm warning for Vernon County, the northern part of Henry, Johnson County, and for western Pettis County as it stands right now. You guys are probably about an hour and a half away, maybe an hour away there in Versailles. So, Krista. So, and again, just looking for strong straight line winds is going to be the primary concern with this line of storms coming through. Torrential rainfall too, guys. A lot of lightning. Be prepared for a power outage. Again, make sure you have a flashlight handy just in case. Make sure your cell phone's charged, and you'll be just fine. Yeah, Courtney, you guys, it is coming toward Lowry City and St. Clair County. You guys are going to be in this probably here in the next 20 minutes or so. Well, you just got put under a severe thunderstorm warning. St. Clair County, let's just call it pretty much all of St. Clair County now under a severe thunderstorm warning.
The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning.
You'll hear my weather radio go off here momentarily. Appleton City, Rockville, Shell City, Harwood. And this is going to be for 60 miles per hour winds, okay? This is also going to affect El Dorado Springs, Stockton Lake, Milo, Harwood, Jericho Springs, and along 54 Highway from just east of Walker all the way to Collins. So keep that in mind if you have any friends or family down here. Very strong straight line winds, 60 miles per hour. Excuse me. Check out a hill core here just to the west of Clinton. I am going to check out on a hill core. Maybe pea-sized hail just to the west of Clinton right now. That will be moving towards Clinton here in just a few minutes. I'm just going to check out a couple of these cells down here real quick, guys. I'll get back to chat. Kind of watching down here right around Rockville. There's a little bit of rotation down along B Highway. B as in boy. This is going to be just to the west of P Highway that runs north and south. This is just northwest of Rockville. I switched over to Springfield's radar as I was seeing something that on another program that looked like a little bit of rotation down here. Kind of confirms it. Let's jump back over to high resolution. That would be right in here, and that's probably very well going to be a little hail core that is picking up on right here. It doesn't look like there's any type of spin up, so to speak, but I wanted to verify that by looking at another radar site. Lamont, Knob Noster, along 50 Highway from Knob Noster to Lamont. Man, you guys are getting hammered with very, very heavy rains and looks like 50 mile per hour winds. So very strong cell still up here between Knob Noster and Lamont right now. So let's see here, from Leeton to Bowen to Windsor. Leeton is in the middle of it right now. Torrential rainfall in Leeton. Bowen and Windsor, you guys are going to notice the wind picking up just a little bit out ahead of this line, and then torrential rainfall. Of course, Clinton, you guys, we're getting ready to get hit with some moderate rain. It's just on the west side of town right now. Appleton City, you guys are getting torrential rain down in Appleton City, Hudson, Rockville. This is going to be along A Highway. Travel that road many a times. So that's going to go over to Ohio and then eventually over to Lowry City. And the heavy rain looked like it down through Rockville, Shell City, Harwood, El Dorado Springs. You guys are getting ready to get hit with some torrential rains here momentarily, and down through Sheldon. Now, if you're behind this line, if you are in Warrensburg, Centerview, Holden, Kingsville, Gun City, Harrisonville, Adrian, Passaic, Butler, Amoret, Amsterdam, and points to the west, your all's severe threat is now over for the night. up toward Belton, Peculiar, Raymore. You guys are done for the evening for severe weather. Now, you might still get maybe a clap of thunder, maybe a thunder shower, some rainfall, but severe threat is now over for you guys. All right, I'm going to jump over here to chat real quick. Well, right now, if they extend replying to Betty in Sedalia, right now the winds on my other software is showing anywhere between 40 to 50 miles per hour coming through Lamont, and it's pretty much just running straight down 50 highway. So I don't think you're going to get much of the way of severe winds. It's going to be gusty, 40 to 50 miles per hour, but
The National Weather Service has issued a special weather statement.
but I really don't think that they will extend that severe thunderstorm warning over so they just issued a special weather statement for Pettis County. So let's read it. Wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour. So I guess I was right on there. So it looked like some strong thunderstorms from Houstonia to Green Ridge to Deepwater, moving east at 40. Wind gusts to 50 miles per hour. So that's going to include Sedalia, Warrensburg, Clinton, Windsor, Knob-Noster, Whiteman, Air Force Base, Lamont, Smithton, Leeton, Green Ridge, Calhoun, Otterville, Deepwater, Houstonia, Whiteman, Cole, Hughesville, Brownington, Tightwad, and Clifton City. So just a very large special weather statement. So what's going to happen, they will likely go ahead and allow this severe thunderstorm warning to expire and have it replaced with this special weather statement for winds up to 50 miles per hour. Now, where I'm still picking up 55 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts ahead of this line right here. They are still under a severe thunderstorm warning for St. Clair County. So let's see here, pick a couple roads I'm familiar with. Along A Highway, B Highway, O Highway toward Roscoe, Vista, Osceola, Larry City. You guys can expect to see some pretty windy conditions and, of course, torrential rainfall. Some of those winds could get up to 50 to 60 miles per hour. So that's something to definitely be paying attention to. Betty, thank you so much for that super sticker. Man, you guys are doing so awesome tonight. Thank you so much for all the donations. I couldn't do it without y'all. I sure appreciate it. Hail in Blairstown. I'm assuming probably about pea size or so here a while back. You probably had some real small hail. So again, special weather statement for Knob-Noster, Lamont, Hughesville, Sedalia, Smithton, Green Ridge, Leeton, Windsor, Bowen, Calhoun, Clinton, Deepwater, Tightwad, Leesville. You guys are under a special weather statement. Up to 50 mile per hour wind gusts and torrential rainfall is expected in that area. So they did go ahead and allow that severe thunderstorm warning for Johnson and Pettis County to expire early and replace it with the special weather statement. So again, we're not seeing this line of storms intensify. It's staying kind of about the same strength. 50 to 55 mile an hour wind gusts, torrential rains, but nothing too severe. So that's great news. Just beneficial rainfall. Yes, main line's coming into Clinton right now, MH. Timestamp for Wablo, absolutely. Wablo at 10:29. Wablo at 10:29. El Dorado Springs 9:58. Roscoe 10:14. Osceola 10:23. Collin 10:24. Larry City 10:27. Wablo 10:29. Iconium 10:34. Warsaw 10:50. White Branch 10:50 as well. Kind of give you guys a idea of the timeline. Now this was based on 50 miles per hour. That could fluctuate just a little bit, but that gives you a good idea of the timeline when you can expect those storms. Hi, Kirsten. Yeah, so Sedalia, again, special weather statement. Special weather statement, 50 mile per hour wind gusts. So, you know, if you get under a winter weather advisory, man, you know where my brain's at. And remember, if you guys are in the room, one thing I want to mention real quick is tomorrow is the last day to go to mykdkd.com, click on the promotion tabs, and I'm doing Subby's first 1-inch snowfall contest. Okay, this is for a multi-$1,000 prize package. One person is taking home all the prizes. And Ag Power, Zach Tribble, has kind of spearheaded getting us a 6,000 watt generator. This thing will power your house in a power outage. Fantastic. We have gift certificates. We have Kansas City Chiefs snow globes. We got snowflake pillows. One person is going to win all those prizes, and all you have to do, and again, mykdkd.com, promotions tab, click on my contest, and enter the date you think I will measure our first 1-inch snowfall here in Henry County at the Weather Center. So make sure you guys do that tomorrow. Tomorrow is the last day to enter, and then we close it off, and then we wait and see who our winner of that multi-$1,000 prize package is. So mykdkd.com, promotion tabs, enter Subby's first 1-inch snowfall contest. Tomorrow's the last day, so make sure you guys jump in there. Thanks, G. Pierce. Oh, good. Weather radios. Man, if you live in West Central Missouri, guys, I'm really excited. Hopefully a few people were able, I know it was last minute, but we did, I was able to, we worked up a grant through emergency management to be able to get a bunch of free weather radios, and got them today. I tried to hurry up, get them out there to the radio station, but if anybody is needing a weather radio, they are free. I also have handicap kits in case somebody has a hearing impairment or a visual impairment. I've got bed shakers. I've got strobe lights that plug into the weather radio to wake them up. First come, first serve. So you can come down to Radford Media Group at 95.3 KDKD Weather Center. 95.3 KDKD radio station and pick one up for free. If you live here in West Central Missouri, would love to be able to hand you one. So if you know anybody that's needing one, please let them know, and we can get them fixed up with a free Midland Weather Radio. Very excited about that. With all these storms coming in today, I want to get them out as fast as I could. So people only had a couple hours to make it over to the radio station to pick one up for tonight's storms. But let's get ready for next storm season. Free Weather Radio. Want to definitely give a shout out to Truman Lake Community Foundation. They are a branch out of College of the Ozarks. They gave me that opportunity to fill out a grant form, wrote a letter to them, tell them that people here in West Central Missouri need weather radios, and they granted the money to be able to go out and buy a bunch of weather radios. So a big shout out to Truman Lake Community Foundation for giving me that opportunity. Hi, Jordan. No, they're not going to extend the tornado watch. Matter of fact, they canceled the tornado watch. So right now, just along this leading edge of these thunderstorms, under a severe thunderstorm watch for strong straight line winds, maybe a couple of reports of some larger hailstones. But right now, we still have a severe thunderstorm warning out for St. Clair County, for eastern Vernon County, for strong straight line winds. Right now it is about about 9 miles west of Lowry City right now is that line of storm. So probably here in about 10 minutes. Lowry City, Osceola, along 13 Highway. One thing to keep in mind, if you are traveling along 13 Highway between Lowry City all the way down through Collins into Polk County, those winds are going to be crosswinds. You're going across the bridges on 13, please slow down, because these are going to be very brisk 50, 60 mile per hour winds going crossways to your vehicle. So you can very easily be pulled off to the side of the road or into a guardrail. So slow down. Holy cow. Whew. Boy, that was right on top of our house right there. My goodness. I don't know if you guys heard that. My lightning detector is going absolutely bonkers right now. Woo! Man, that was a loud one. The whole house lit up. Tribble. It's raining outside, Subby. Got a window? Open it. The rain totals back here on the back side, Joe. Let's just take a look. It's light rain behind this line of storms. So, looks like 1.5 to 2 inches from Higginsville, Odessa, down to Pleasant Hill, Harrisonville, Archie, all the way down to Pleasanton. And of course, we've got on the Kansas side, they picked up 2.5 to 3 inches of rainfall. Waverly, Higginsville, 1.5 inches. Garden City, Holden, they picked up over an inch to an inch and a half of rainfall. So good total amounts. We were expecting 3/4 to an inch and a half with this line of storms tonight. And then, of course, we'll have some residual showers behind it. Won't add maybe a tenth, maybe 2/10 of an inch as this entire system pulls through. So, inch and a half of rainfall is probably going to be pretty average amongst here in west central Missouri. And remember, beautiful day tomorrow, great for trick-or-treating. It's good. We're not even going to get up to 60 degrees tomorrow. It's going to be chilly all day. Tomorrow night, trick-or-treating time after sunset, we're going to be looking at around 52, 54 degrees. And then Friday looks good. Friday night, our second storm system that is actually looks like it's going to be more powerful than this one. It's going to be coming in, bringing us really nonstop rain from Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and possibly into the overnight Monday night into early Tuesday morning. So we're expecting total rainfall here in west central Missouri, 3 to 6 inches of rainfall. That's what I had kind of forecasted about a week ago that we would get from this. It looks like that's right in line with what we can expect through Tuesday. So much needed rainfall here in west central Missouri will definitely help us with that drought index. So very excited about the rainfall. Very excited. I know a lot of farmers. Joe Harris, I tell you what, that guy, big avid duck hunter, guy makes some of the sleekest duck blinds that you've ever seen. So if you're a duck hunter or you know somebody that's a duck hunter, you need to get with Joe Harris and let him show you his duck blinds. Man, they are slick. He builds them himself. He sends them out across the country. So make sure you check up on Joe Harris and his duck blinds, man. They are absolutely phenomenal. All right, so let's take another look here. So we've got that line of storm stretching right now from Marshall down almost into the Sedalia city limits. Green Ridge, Windsor, Calhoun is getting it. Clinton, we're still getting heavy rain right now. Leesville, Tightwad, Deepwater, Larry City, Roscoe, El Dorado Springs, all the way down to Lamar. That's the leading edge of this torrential rainfall that we've been getting. Yeah, Norman's going nuts. Oh my, that was a loud lightning strike, man. I'm surprised I still have electricity. Yeah, Joe Harris is in Montrose, Missouri. And guys, I try to get to all of you. Mary, Shelly, Mike, you guys, thank you so much for the donations tonight. I've been getting a good amount of super chats and super stickers on YouTube, Facebook stars. You guys went over to the website. I had 3 people buy me a cup of coffee. Thank you guys so much. That's awesome. You guys support this page like you do. Thank you guys so much. Give me one sec here, guys. Blind Spot Outdoors. That's it. Thank you so much, Leanne. I was actually looking that up real quick. So thank you for doing that for me. Yes, Blind Spot Outdoors, Joe Harris. Definitely look them up if you have a family member or friends that are into duck hunting. That is the man to talk to. All right, so we've got some rain and strong winds on the back door coming into Larry City here in the next 5 minutes or so, as well as 10 minutes for Osceola and Collins, Roscoe. It's on your doorstep. El Dorado Springs, Deepwater, definitely getting into the rainfall. Windsor, Green Ridge, Sedalia, again, up to 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Right now, on my other software, right now, I'm just seeing gusts of 35 to 40 miles per hour in Sedalia. So we're not really looking, we're not looking too severe right now, just torrential rainfall, which we need. It was very strong. Now, El Dorado Springs. Yeah, you guys are getting hammered right now. A lot of lightning, strong straight line winds, up to, looks like, probably 45 miles per hour. But torrential rainfall right now in El Dorado Springs. So I had a couple people ask about my lightning detector. So we have a minute here real quick. So I say the magic words. All I have to do is say, "Where's my boy?" And there he is. So this is my lightning detector. Full-blooded Border Collie. Absolutely phenomenal dog. He's been an inside dog since he was a pup. So couldn't ask for a better dog. He likes lots of snuggles, but he does not like thunder or fireworks. Yeah, he's a good boy. You're a good boy. He likes to snuggle up underneath my chin. I guess I got a little extra fat down there where he gets to keep his nose warm. But that is my lightning detector for those that were wondering. Loves to play ball. Look at him perk up. He's thinking we're gonna play. Now he does have a favorite toy. He has a tire. Go get your tire. Now give it a minute. He's gonna go search through the house and he'll come up with, he's had it now for 2 full years, and it's a real tire. It's small size. Come on. Oh, where's your tire? Get your tire. You got it. Come on. So there's his tire. Come on. Come on. There you go. Good dog. All right. Finally hearing the thunder rumble in. So the next now he wants all the attention. What? Come here. So that line of storms from Green Ridge down to Leesville, Tightwad, Deepwater, Larry City. This line of storms will be moving into Benton County. It is not intensifying any at all. So I would expect to see a special weather statement for 40, 50 mile per hour wind gusts here in Benton County. Here in the next few minutes, we'll probably see a special weather statement.
The National Weather Service has issued a special weather statement.
Well, that's very likely what this. It seemed like I'm about 8-9 seconds ahead of National Weather Service. There it is, right there. So we have a special weather statement. This is going to include Co-Camp, Lincoln, Warsaw. It's also going to include Larry City, Osceola, Vista, Collins, Roscoe, El Dorado Springs, all the way down to Sheldon and Milo in Vernon County. And this is going to be for the next 45 minutes. You can expect wind gusts up to 50 to 55 miles per hour and pea-size hail. So, of course, that's going to affect Truman State Park, Truman Lake, Prairie State Lake, Stockton Lake, Nevada, Lamar, El Dorado Springs, Warsaw, Stockton, Lincoln, Cocamp, Osceola, Lockwood, Jasper, Golden City, Liberal, Lowry City, Sheldon, Nashville, and Mendamines. So we are just down to mainly severe special weather statements for along the leading edge of this line. So, Dylan, my friend, I miss you since I left Heritage. Thank you so much for that super chat. $5. Thank you, man. That is so awesome. You guys have just been kicking butt tonight. Thank you guys so much. Yeah, Rhonda, I love that fact that we can give away. We gave away about 150 weather radios last spring. We give away a couple more 100 weather radios this round. Hopefully, I put in about 3 more grants through emergency management, hoping that we will get maybe 1 or 2 more of these grants to be able to keep providing free weather radios to anybody that needs one. So what a great program that we are in right now, being able to offer free weather radios to everybody. Chelsea, Oklahoma. Let's take a look. So, yeah, Chelsea right now is looking fine. They are under a tornado watch, but there's a strong cell coming into Chelsea. But right now it's not severe warned or anything right now. Just torrential rainfall, and looks like quite a few lightning strikes associated with it. But they are not under any kind of warning right now. This one right here in just northeast of Veneta, Oklahoma, near Afton, has got a nasty little hook on that. Let's take a look here real quick. So yeah, I'm really surprised this is not tornado warned right now. It has a lot of inflow. It's got some circulation to it, and that would be right near Afton, Oklahoma. So that's a very strong cell there with a nasty little hook right here. So when you see a supercell such as this, you look for inflow winds coming from the south. Those are going to be the warmer, more moist air that will be strengthening this supercell, and that's your inflow. And then once it gets up here, it begins to circulate. And of course, typically you will see that hook, the end of the hook being the likely tornado, if there is one, or a wall cloud, or rotation down at the lower levels. You'll see right there at the end of the hook. And this has all the characteristics. Matter of fact, it even has a tornado signature, tornado vortex signature, and very high mesocyclone as well. So really surprised this is not tornado warned, and we're picking up some radar velocities right there that are very strong inflow winds. Look at that. Over 100-mile-an-hour inflow. Now, granted, this is probably not down at the surface. Some of it is getting to the surface, but this is up a little ways up into the atmosphere. But still, over 100-mile-an-hour of inflow going one direction, and then you got winds going the other direction right up to it. So I'm really surprised why this is not tornado warned. But Chelsea is looking good right now. All right, so let's do this. Let's take a look here at radar. Sedalia, you're starting to get into that moderate rainfall. Green Ridge, Lamont, you guys are in that as well. Windsor, Bowen, Leesville, Tightwad. Very, very heavy rain down in Tightwad. I don't know if Jerry and Dee are down there camping tonight. Down, let's say they would be right in this area. So very, very heavy rain down around Tightwad, Leesville, coming into that area along Z Highway. And Brownington is right over here. So very, very heavy rain coming down at Tightwad right now. Racket, you're going to be under the gun. Teal Bend, Max Camp, and then eventually down into Warsaw. Very, very heavy rainfall. Larry City, of course, that line of storms is there now. Osceola, it's on your doorstep. El Dorado Springs, torrential rain still. Roscoe. So if you live or reside behind this line right here, so if you live in Concordia, Houstonia, Lamont, Knob-Noster, Warrensburg, Leeton, Chehalie, Blairstown, Creighton, Urick, Clinton, Montrose, Spruce, Appleton City, Butler, Passaic, Adrian, Archie, Harrisonville, Freeman, Garden City, Gun City, Pleasant Hill, Peculiar, Belton, Rich Hill, Nevada, you guys can all go to bed. The severe threat is now over for you guys. Okay, just some residual rain, thunder showers, maybe a clap of thunder, but all the severe weather is now off to your east. You don't have to worry about the severe threat tonight. Hi, Ruben. Joplin, Missouri. PJ, you're not going to have to worry about going to the basement here, buddy. So you're in between Tightwad and Racket. So you're right in here. Now, it's going to sound a little scary because you're going to have maybe 40, 45 mile an hour winds. That rain is going to look like it's coming in horizontally. Okay? And you're probably not going to be able to see across the highway. But that is exactly what it is. It's just going to be gusty winds, strong, very heavy rainfall for about the next 30, 40 minutes. Okay, but you're not going to have to worry about any tornadoes tonight there where you're at, PJ. Joplin, Missouri. So Joplin right now. So Joplin proper is not in a severe thunderstorm warning. However, it may be included in a future one. But off to your west by about 10 miles is a line of storms that's producing some 60 mile per hour wind gusts and very heavy rains right now. So right now, Joplin, you're looking good, Ruben. But you need to stay kind of weather aware until this line of thunderstorms is past you to your east, okay? Green Feather Harms, how does it look for Coal Camp? Well, you guys are getting ready to get hit with 40, 45 mile an hour wind gusts, very heavy rains, just like we talked about down in Joplin. So you are under a special weather statement for wind gusts maxing out at around 50 miles per hour. Torrential rain, maybe some pea-sized hail is what you can expect in Colcamp, Lincoln, and Warsaw here over the next 10 minutes, okay? Rochelle, thank you so much for the kind words. Stacy says it's officially started in the town of Osceola. Yep, you're right on that edge. So it's gonna if you're gonna get heavier rain, just hang tight. You got you got a new roof 2 weeks ago from the last hail. Are you kidding? Wow, Rochelle. Where do you take up residence? Where did you have the hail damage at, Rochelle? What? Lucky made a super chat and I didn't see it? Lucky, thank you so much, buddy. I'm sorry I miss you. Did even, I tell you what, man, chat's been awesome tonight. I forgot how hard it was to keep up with everybody chat. Okay, so, and I know this is away from West Central Missouri, but I want to go back to that cell that we just looked at down there by Afton, Oklahoma, and it is now tornado warned. So, being able to have velocity radar helped me to determine. Now, if that cell was up in West Central Missouri, I would be telling those in that in that area to go ahead and take your tornado precautions because it looked like a classic tornado signature. Velocity had strong winds in and out. I mean, that was, to me, it looked like kind of a textbook tornado, okay, on radar, and it was just severe warned then. So with being able to use velocity radar, even if that was 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes ahead of the official warning, that we can get out to people. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to get people in our live chats, in our live streams, and be able to walk everybody through it to keep them safe. So now there is a radar indicated tornado warning for that same cell that we were just looking at that was not warned at that time. Now, granted, I'm not trying to blame the National Weather Service here. Down in Oklahoma, they have a lot to do. Matter of fact, last week at my training up in North Kansas City at the National Weather Service training facility, their budgets have been cut so drastically that now they have 4 meteorologists that have to rotate for 7 days, 24 hours a day, 365. And if one of them should happen to get sick, then somebody's going to have to work a 24-hour shift at the National Weather Service. So they just can't afford any more help. So it's really putting the chokehold on the National Weather Service. And that's, you guys recall here, it's been about a month or two ago when I did a podcast on the outdoor tornado sirens. The federal government had cut their funding to be able to allow for upkeep of the tornado sirens, regular maintenance. Those things are expensive, and now the local governments have to flip the bill for anything to do with the outdoor weather sirens. And I mean, they're too expensive. You can't expect a small community, say like Blairstown, if they have a problem with their tornado siren, need to come up with $35,000 just like that. I mean, these small governments can't do it, and without the help of the National Weather Service and the federal government that normally takes care of those type of issues, without having that funding, that makes it even more imperative for a weather radio, because we don't know how much longer we're going to be able to have the outdoor tornado sirens. And that kills me, absolutely kills me, because a lot of people still rely on those outdoor weather sirens. Actually, Jenna, Windsor, you guys are good to go. Windsor, Calhoun, Clinton, Deepwater, Montrose, Appleton City, Spruce, all you guys, everybody needs to go get some beauty sleep. You guys are good to go. Yeah, Benton County, Lincoln. This is gonna be coming across 65 again. This is another one of those situations where you have a north to south highway, and you got strong winds that are gonna be blowing from the west to the east. So it's gonna be going crossways across 65 highway. It's gonna be a burger, so slow down, and you're gonna get torrential rainfall in Lincoln, Cold Camp. It's on your back door right now. So torrential rainfall and wind gusts up to 40 to 50 miles per hour expected. Warsaw, you got about 10-15 minutes before the line of storms will reach Warsaw. Hi, Jamie. The tornado warning that we were discussing is down here in Oklahoma. We looked at this here about 20 minutes ago. It was severe warned, but it had the classic hook signature as well as very prominent inflow and outflow winds, typical of a tornado. And I was really surprised, mentioned how surprised I was it was not tornado warned. And about 5 minutes later, it became tornado warned. This is going to be just to the east of Afton along Interstate 44. So those in Fairland, Wyandotte, Eastern Shawnee Tribe, Ottawa, and Seneca, right on the Missouri-Oklahoma line, need to be paying attention to this cell. Hi, Tristan. All clear for Roscoe? Right now, you're behind that leading edge, so you're still going to be getting some moderate rainfall and some lightning, but maybe some gusts up to 30 miles per hour. But you're pretty much done there at Roscoe. You're behind that leading edge, and that's where we're seeing these little stronger wind gusts up to 45, 50 miles per hour. So come through Osceola, come through Larry City, get ready to come through Vista, and then on to Collins and Wablo. Hi, Haley. Sedalia. Smithton is about ready. Otterville, Syracuse, Stover, Versailles. You guys are still out ahead of the leading edge, so probably here in the next 20 minutes or so, you guys are going to get hit with these 40, the 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts, strong, very heavy rain. Sedalia, you guys are pretty much in the clear right now. You guys are behind that leading edge of that line. You're still going to get some lightning strikes, some thunder, some moderate rain, but I think the severe threat for Sedalia proper and to the west of Sedalia, you guys are in the clear for the rest of the night. Hey, you bet, Devin. Thanks for the kind word, buddy. Harley, Springfield. Well, I tell you what, it's actually kind of picking up down in this on the southern half of this line, down around Lamar, Carl Junction, Seneca, and we still have that tornado warning that is down here just southeast of Miami and near Fairland and Wyandotte, and right on the Oklahoma-Missouri border there at Seneca. Need to be paying attention. So we'll have to kind of wait and see how these storms play out. You are under a severe thunderstorm watch till 4 a.m. for Springfield. So you can expect more of the same, wind gusts to 60 miles per hour, maybe a couple reports of some quarter-size hail. So that's what it's looking like there in Springfield. No, Sarah, they're going to stay down here in southwest Missouri. Yes, deep water. You guys are in the clear. You guys go to bed, Debbie. Yeah, Versailles about 20 minutes or so in Versailles when this line of storms will be making its way into your area there, Chris. Windsor, it's night time over in Windsor, Bianca. Storms are the strongest of the storms is off to your east now in Windsor. Windsor is in the clear. Hi, Cody. Dade County, very likely. You're under a severe thunderstorm watch till 4 a.m. down in Dade County. So that line segment that stretches all the way down into Oklahoma, it's pretty strong. So likely you're going to see a few severe thunderstorm warnings down in this area, down around Dade County, all the way down through Greene County, Springfield, Ozark, Nixa, and over toward Neosho. We do have a severe thunderstorm warning out for Webb City, near Carthage, Carl Junction, Asbury, severe thunderstorm warning, 60 mile per hour winds, 1 inch hail. I don't think you have to worry too much about hail in Columbia, Jocelyn. This is going to be mainly a straight line wind event. There might be some pea-sized hail. It's not going to be big enough to do any damage, I believe, in Columbia tonight. Thanks, Sherry. Yeah, I'm happy. We're gonna have this line of storms that is gonna be pushing off to the east of west central Missouri by 11 o'clock. So I was expecting this was gonna be at midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, evening, just to get back up at 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning to head into work to talk about Halloween forecast tomorrow. So if anybody just got on, make sure tomorrow's the last day. MyKDKD.com. Click on promotion tabs. Enter Subby's first 1-inch snowfall contest. It's a multi-$1,000 prize package. One person's going to take home all the prizes. So all you got to do is get on there and put in a date where you think I'm going to measure the first 1-inch snowfall here in Henry County at the Weather Center. So make sure you guys get your entries in tomorrow, last day. I drove from Kansas City to Fort Leavenworth today, and now you're in St. Louis. Holy cow. What a day. Those winds are not they're not fun to drive in. They are not fun to drive in. So if anybody is down here around say Shoal Creek, Leawood, Diamond, Neosho, Seneca, if you have friends or family down in this area, well, there we go. 5 second lead time. I was just going to tell you guys that we need to be watching this closely as it crosses state line, because it's still showing on my other software, still showing quite a bit of rotation. So they just issued a new tornado warning. This is going to be for western Newton County in southwestern Missouri. So severe thunderstorm capable producing a tornado was located over Wyandotte or 7 miles southeast of Miami, moving northeast at 45 miles per hour. So southern Joplin, Neosho, Seneca, Loma Linda, Leawood, Shoal Creek Drive, Redding Mill, Shoal Creek Estates, Cliff Village, Racine. You guys are in the path of this potential tornado. So that was exactly where I was going with this, was the possibility of this crossing the state line. So if you have friends or family that live down here in this county near Neosho, Seneca, Loma Linda, Leawood, Shoal Creek Estates, make sure that they know about this. So we want to make sure everybody stays informed, even if they don't live in West Central Missouri. We want to make sure we get word out. Hi, Marco. Thanks for the kind word, buddy. Really appreciate it. So, if you guys are still hanging out there with me, a couple things. Thank you guys so much. You guys have been awesome in donating tonight. Man, that does my heart good. It makes me feel like I'm doing something worthwhile. You guys have been doing awesome. You guys have bought me cups of coffee, super chats, super stickers, donations. You guys have been fantastic. I can't thank you all enough. And make sure, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you hit that like button on the video. And again, the reason why I do that and why I would like for you to do that, number one, don't cost anything. And the algorithm YouTube uses, the more likes you get on a video, somebody in West Central Missouri in our geographical location turns on YouTube on their phone or TV, it will automatically put my feed up there for feeds that is recommended. And if they see Subby's Weather Talk, oh, what's that? You click on it, West Central Missouri, heck, that's where I live. We're able to get that word out to those people as well, help spread the information. So if you would, I would really appreciate you guys like the YouTube. Make sure you share, tell people about Subby's Weather Talk, and also 95.3 Radford Media Group. They have an app for Apple Android. Download it. You can catch our local radio streams on there. You catch all my live videos, my live streams on the Radford Media app, no matter where you live. So make sure you get word out there, guys. I know we're going into November. The second half of storm season is not quite over yet, but we're going in November. The more people we have in these rooms as we go into next storm season, the more we can get information out to everybody. So thank you all so much for all the support. Oh, hey, Todd, thank you, buddy. I appreciate the sub. Really do. Hi, Jordan. They have both Springfield and Tulsa. towards Moberly. Actually, looks like your Moberly is just behind the leading edge of this line of storms in Moberly. So right now you're having some very heavy rainfall, maybe some gusty winds. There is a severe thunderstorm warning just to your east. That's going to affect along Highway 24, Madison, Holiday, Paris, Stoutsville, Mark Twain Lake. But for Moberly, you're pretty much just in that heavy rain, gusty wind part of the line of storms. So most of the severe threat is past you in Moberly right now. Yes, there is one tornado warning, Todd, down in Oklahoma. We were just talking about that a little bit ago. It has crossed over into on the Missouri side. I say the area of rotation now is just to the west of Seneca. Let's jump over here to velocity. Yeah, so the center of rotation looks like it's probably right in this area, right over Eastern Shawnee Tribe, just to the west of Seneca. And it will be moving across the state line. And then if it continues on the same path, we'll be looking over Neosho, Loma Linda, Redding Mill, Shoal Creek Estates. Let's check out coalition coefficient here. Now, what this particular radar scan does, this is called coalition coefficient, or CC for short. What this radar does, it measures the size of particles suspended in the air. So it can tell us how big the raindrops are, how big the hail is, and of course it can also determine how big and how high that a debris signature, possibly from a tornado, damage a building, has debris up in the air, and of course you look for the possibility of seeing a debris ball on this particular radar scan. So right now, not seeing really a whole lot. There's a couple of irregularities on it. Really about right in here, possibly, but nothing that's really standing out to me right now as far as a what they call a CC drop when you see a debris signature with this radar. So I don't believe it is confirmed. It is observed. Let's read on that for a second. Tornado was reported earlier near Fairland. The circulation is now located near Wyandotte, moving northeast at 45. This was weather spotters confirmed tornado. So right in this area, right in here is looks like where that circulation would likely be. It's actually moved over here now. It's over here to the east of Eastern Shawnee Tribe. It is now right in this area right here. Getting ready to cross the state line. Sirens, yep, sirens should be going off in Joplin. That's going to be for South Joplin. That's right up here. There, Joplin. South Joplin is included in this tornado warning right now. Yes, Lucky, I mentioned that a little bit ago. Clinton, you're good to go. Now what I'm going to do, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to see if I can find a decent live cam. All right, so we've got this is a live cam of I-49 on the south side of Joplin. So the camera is sitting right about where my cursor is, right at the edge of the polygon. We'll take a quick look here real quick up. And of course we've got from Smithton down to Colcamp, Lincoln, Warsaw, the rain is right at your doorstep. Down through H. Row Bartle Scout Reservation, Collins, Stockton, Golden City. So if you live along this line, you can expect 40-45 mile an hour wind gusts, torrential rainfall. Okay, this entire area is under a special weather statement from the National Weather Service, just stating that you could get some wind gusts up to 50 miles per hour and maybe some pea-sized hail. So no severe weather from Colcamp all the way down to through El Dorado Springs and Nevada. So just a special weather statement. We do have a tornado warning that is observed, that is crossing the state line, that's going to be including the south side of Joplin. So I am going to go ahead and so they said that, what time was that? So in the next 3 minutes, I'm sorry, in the next 4 minutes, they say it will take it into the town of Seneca, according to the National Weather Service. So looks like it might have been just to the north of Seneca. Yeah, I think it passed just to the north of Seneca. Maybe got some of the northern suburbs of Seneca, but right here at the center of circulation. Now it's moved up. It is right along Kentucky Road, Highway 43. 43 takes you south out of Joplin. Looks like it crossed 43 Highway. So looks like this will likely miss the south side of Joplin. But looks like Shoal Creek Estate, Tipton Ford, Spurgeon, Spring City will stay just to the north of the circulation. All right, Lucky, have a good night, buddy. Yes, Dodgers are about to win the World Series. Shohei Ohtani and gang. They were at a 5-5 tied last time I looked at. That was a long time ago, too. So, guys, another awesome thing tonight is the fact that at the highest point tonight, with all 5 streams that were running consecutively, we had a peak of over 4,700 people watching a live stream tonight. So that's awesome. That just means we're getting the word out. We're getting information out to over 4,000 people tonight. So that is fantastic. And we still have, looks like we still have about a little over 400 people still on the live stream right now. Seven, 6. We still have that severe thunderstorm warning that does include Joplin, Webb City, Carthage, up through Jasper, Golden City, Greenfield, Miller, Pennsboro. And then here in West Central Missouri, we have a special weather statement for up to 50-mile-per-hour wind gusts and maybe some pea-sized hail from Cocamp down through Lincoln, Warsaw, Osceola, Stockton Lake, Golden City, down to Carthage. So it's still, that line of storms is still producing some gusty winds and some very heavy rains. Of course, on the south side of Joplin right now along I-49, we are about, we're getting close to that area of circulation on our live cam. Sure, let me, you're my missing piece. Why, thank you. Yeah, so, Seneca, it is now moved off now to your north and east of Seneca. Now on the south side of Joplin, down around Shoal Creek, south of Leawood, that looks like that could be the general direction. Right now, looks like the center of circulation is near Spring City. And if you're familiar with this area, you're missing my piece, or you're my missing piece, then you will know where Spring City is. It is along Highway 43 that runs south out of Joplin. So this could be coming up and clipping the far south edge of Joplin proper. Hi, Sydney. Anything special around Anderson? I was way off the beaten path on that one. Well, down around Anderson, you've got that main line off to your northwest. The tornado warning will stay to your north in Anderson, but we don't see any severe thunderstorm warnings, anything really to talk about further west and south of your location. So you'll be looking for these cells right around Veneta, Chelsea. Those are the cells that will be moving up into your area later on, probably within the next hour or so. You had sirens 5 minutes ago in the heart of Dunweg and severe wind, no circulation here, but I'm still tracking it here. We got hit direct by the one, back in June. Dunweg. I'm going to find out where that is. Yeah, you kind of want to keep an eye on that. You're my missing piece. You might want to keep. It looks like it's it is kind of heading your direction, but it doesn't look like that the circulation is not as prevalent as what it was just 10 minutes ago. There is still some broad rotation here. I don't know if they will extend the tornado warning. Let me check with Springfield National Weather Service here real quick. Okay, so now they are, looks like in Jasper, Missouri. I know Jasper is here somewhere. Where is Jasper? Okay, so they are watching a cell here near Jasper for signs of rotation. Let's take a look at velocity. Okay, so they're watching this area right here very closely for the potential of maybe seeing another spin up right in this area. Very strong winds, but they are watching this area just to the east of Jasper very closely. And then, of course, it looks like the center of circulation here is right up near Shoal Creek Estates. So if this continues on the same path, that's going to take it awfully close to Dunweg. But hi, Alvin. Jessica, yes, you are good to go. And Osceola, you are behind the leading edge. That's where we're expected to see the stronger of the winds out ahead of the line of storms. You're behind it, so you can go get your beauty sleep tonight. Corbin, the south side of Joplin is this is going to be the very south side. It's going across, looks like Interstate 44, going across Interstate 44 right now. So the south side of Joplin, you probably need to keep an eye on this for a few more minutes. The center of circulation now looks like right over Shoal Creek Estates, just to the south of Leawood, right by Mercy Hospital there in Joplin. Thanks, Rhonda. No, we don't have to worry about these storms down here in Oklahoma, Sarah. So kind of before we jump back down here to down near Joplin. So again, right now, the special weather statements, severe thunderstorm warnings have all been canceled for West Central Missouri. What you can expect if you live Cole Camp, Lincoln, Warsaw, southeast of Osceola down to Stockton and Stockton Lake, you can expect torrential rainfall, a lot of lightning, maybe some wind gusts 35 to 45 miles per hour. Right now, there are no warnings or advisories on the board for West Central Missouri. If you live behind this line, from Boonville, Cole Camp, Lincoln, Warsaw, Osceola, Stockton, Lamar, if you live behind that line to the northwest of that line, your severe threat is over for the night. So you guys can go to bed. Let's see here. You're my missing piece. You just got our tornado warning. Well, I'm looking here at the National Weather Service out of Springfield at least, and they expired that tornado warning. Now, they haven't mentioned anything yet. They haven't mentioned anything yet about a new tornado warning. So I'm not real sure about, not sure where you're getting that tornado warning information from. I'm in direct contact with the National Weather Service out of Springfield, who would be issuing this tornado warning, and I have not seen anything yet. There is some broad rotation. Looks like right over Silver Creek, right next to Interstate 44. But it's pretty broad. It's not very strong. That camera there on I-49 there on the south side of Joplin, man, it is lightening it up down there. Looks like traffic is going very, very slow. Almost looks like I'm starting to fade away down here in the cam. So I'm still not seeing anything from the National Weather Service out of Springfield about any extension of a tornado warning down here on the south side of Joplin. So again, here in West Central Missouri, guys, expect some heavy rain, some lightning, thunder, 30, 35, 40 mile an hour wind gusts possible. Cole Camp, Lincoln, Warsaw, you guys are still getting some pretty heavy rains right now, all the way down to Humansville, Stockton, down to Lamar. but we do have still just one severe thunderstorm warning down here around the Joplin area, Golden City, Miller, Greenfield. But no warnings or advisories here in west central Missouri, so that's great. Safe to go to sleep south of Coal Camp. Yeah, I think you're good to go. It's going to be loud for a little bit. There's still quite a bit of lightning around Coal Camp, but no warnings, no advisories. So I think you guys are good to go. Thanks for the report, Logan. The line hitting Republic and Springfield. Looks like about 12:15 is going to be the timeline for right around the Republic Springfield area. Because you have to keep in mind that this line is not moving east, it's moving more north and shifting east. So it's going to take a little bit of time for this line to make its way over to Springfield. However, there are additional storms that are developing out ahead of it that will likely affect Springfield Republic area ahead of this line. So please keep that in mind as well. All right, guys. So thank you all so much for all the donations tonight. You're my missing piece. Actually, you guys, it's still going to be loud for a while. There's still some lightning, thunder around the area, but for the most part, they're right here in Duneweg, I think is where you said you're from. This area in here, you guys are getting some torrential rainfall right now. But for the most part, Joplin, across Interstate 44, I guess that's State Route 66 as well. Pretty much the severe threat is over for you guys for the night. Okay, you're still going to get some torrential rains, but you are pretty much to the west of that leading edge of the line, and that's where we've been seeing most of the severe weather tonight, is along that leading edge. So I'm going to say Joplin is going to be pretty well done with the severe threat for the night. Hey, absolutely. So I am approaching my the max that I can stay live on Facebook. They cut that off at 8 hours. So I know I'm going to be losing the Facebook page, or I'm sorry, the Facebook streams, and of course on YouTube. I want to thank you guys so much for being a part of our live stream. Make sure you like and subscribe to YouTube channel. Make sure you share our live streams, and make sure if you're anywhere around West Central Missouri and you need a free weather radio, we have those offering at Radford Media Group, KDKD 95.3 radio station, where I am forecaster meteorologist there. We offer free weather radios. We got a grant. We got those down at the radio station. They're free of charge. Come on down, pick up a radio if you need one. And also tomorrow's the last day to be able to go on mykdkd.com, click on the promotions tab to enter your chance to win my contest of Subby's first 1-inch snowfall contest, when I will measure the first 1 inch of snowfall right here in Henry County. It is a multi-$1,000 prize package, guys. One winner is going to take home all the prizes. A John Deere gas generator that power up a house during weather like this. We've got Kansas City Chiefs snow globes, gift certificates, snowflake pillows. It's a great prize package. One person is going to win that. And all you got to do is just pick the date that you think I'm going to go out and measure our first 1 inch of snowfall right here. So tomorrow's the last day to enter. We're going to close it off, and then we'll be in the waiting game when we will get that first inch of snowfall. All right, guys. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. And again, tomorrow, absolutely picture perfect Halloween trick-or-treat weather tomorrow. We will likely not even get up to 60 degrees tomorrow in West Central Missouri. And trick-or-treat right around the 5 to 9 p.m. We'll be into the 50s. Beautiful weather on Thursday and Friday. And then we have storm system number 2 that is going to be affecting all of West Central Missouri and Southwest Missouri starting late Friday night, all day Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and maybe into the wee hours of the morning on Tuesday. Right now, the severe threat kind of up in the air. I think we're going to be so worked over. The atmosphere will be so worked over from these storms. It's going to be really hard to reload for another round of severe weather. But I will be keeping a very close eye on that, updating you guys, of course, as I always do. So I appreciate all the support tonight. Thanks for being part of the live stream. If anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'm an open book. I'll be more than happy to answer any questions you guys have. So I guess for this live stream, I think we're going to call it a wrap. And everybody take care. And we'll be talking to y'all very soon.